So this is Osmo Mobile 6, and in this video I'm going to tell you why I am returning this product. A few weeks back I made a video of unboxing Osmo Mobile 6, and I also showed you my sample footage shot on iPhone 14 Pro and Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. In the beginning I noticed some serious issues with Samsung S22 Ultra and the compatibility with DJI Mimo app, and I tried to find some ways around it, but I still had issues. So in this video I'm going to break it down and also I'm going to mention if you are an Android user or you are using a Samsung device, why this might not be the best product for you. So stick around till the end and let's dive in. Under my last video you guys have a lot of questions around whether the weight compatibility with Samsung S22 and Osmo Mobile 6, how that plays out. So the phone itself weighs around 220 something grams, and I have a case on it too. But Osmo Mobile 6 can handle up to 297 grams. So I had no issues putting this on Osmo Mobile 6. So that's out of the question. So we don't have that issue at all. The Osmo Mobile 6 can handle the weight of this big device even with the case on. Now, the problem with Osmo Mobile 6 and Samsung S22 Ultra or any Samsung device that I've noticed is that the Mimo app does not allow you to shoot at 4K 60 frames per second. Also, if you are using the same kind of setup with the iPhone 14 Pro, you will be able to shoot 4K 24, 30 and 60 frames per second. Now, on my mobile device, I mainly shoot on 60 frames per second so that I can then further slow down the footage and stabilize it further if I need to. What I noticed with this device, this is mainly geared towards iPhone users. That's why Mimo app gives you a lot of flexibility to use different frame rates when you're using an iPhone 14 Pro or even iPhone 13. So that is not available for the Samsung users. So when you are in the Mimo app, you're not gonna see 4K option for the hyperlapse as well, right? It's only gonna give you 1080p options, and same goes with the slow motion and other options as well. The only resolution that you can select while you are in the main camera mode is 4K 30, and that's pretty much all about it. There are not a lot of camera controls or video settings in the Mimo app for the Samsung users, while it's completely opposite for the iPhone users. So again, this is more compatible for the iPhone users rather than the Samsung user. The other thing that I noticed, I tried to use the native camera and then try to see if I can use the record button or the slider button while I'm using the main Samsung camera app. So unfortunately, that's also something that does not work. So if you're using the Samsung native camera app with the gimbal, with your phone on the gimbal, you're not gonna be able to use the record button or the slider function on the gimbal itself. However, you can still use all the four modes on the gimbal, and you can still take stabilized shots. But again, it's gonna be very limited use. So that's another drawback that I've noticed with. The third thing that I noticed, which I did not notice on the iPhone, with Samsung, I was getting a lot of shutter lag when I was shooting the video on the Mimo app on 4K 30 frames per second. And I did not see that lag when I was doing the same kind of stuff with iPhone 14 Pro. So that's something also, I think there's a glitch kind of in the app. I did not have issues when I switched to the Pro mode on the camera and started using the native camera app for Samsung. So that's something again which basically inclined me to sending this device back. Another thing that I did not like about this is, again, in the Mimo app there's a shot mode or shot lab mode where you have a variety of picking up different shots, but for some reason this did not allow me to shoot at 4K. It was shooting at 1080p, and I had no option to actually change the resolution, and I was stuck with 1080p. So at this point, I decided not to keep this device. I'm gonna return this, and hopefully DJI, if you're listening to or watching this video, I request that when you come up with these products, although this is marketed as that is compatible with Android devices, but in my opinion, this is only compatible for the iPhone users, and this is geared towards iPhone users only. I'm going to return this since my main device that I use is Samsung S22 Ultra. Although I do shoot on bigger cameras as well, but the whole point was since you have a very good camera on these phones, get a gimbal and like get like a full run and gun kind of setup for YouTube or your Instagram reels. So I'm not able to do that with this device. It's causing me more trouble rather than giving me some modes to be creative and come up with like good footage. So at this point I'm not keeping this. So again, my thoughts in the end: if you are a Samsung user, I would not recommend this product at this time. This needs a lot of updates. Maybe at some time when this is completely compatible with Samsung devices, I may think about getting this again, but at this point I'm definitely sending it back. And I'm disappointed with DJI because I'm a big fan of DJI products, but at this point this device is not that great. So I'm gonna see you guys in another video. Let me know your feedback in the comments down below. What do you guys think? If you are a Samsung user and you're still keeping the device, what are your settings that you're gonna shoot on? And share your results with me as well in the comment section down below. I'm gonna see you guys in another video. Goodbye.